Ladies and gentlemen, we have got a dev post right now. Some big news coming down the pipeline, and Omicron for Jin Erso coming for Territory Wars, and some changes to Executor. We are going to review all of that right here, right now. And check out this art right here. I think this, these packs, actually, because I forgot to put the Outrider art on. I just want to say these full piece packs for $10, some of the better deals in the game. All right, this is what I meant to show you. The Outrider art looks great. Really excited about this ship. So Dash Rendar's ship, the Outrider, is docking with the holotables as a heavily modified YT-2400 light freighter. The Outrider was a top-notch smuggling vessel, and according to Dash himself, almost as famous as the Millennium Falcon. The Outrider deals multiple instances of damage with its illegal laser cannons, basic, and concealed concussion missiles special abilities. In addition to damage, the Outrider can inflict enemies with critical damage down and target lock, as well as dispel buffs and reduce defense. Most of you probably already knew that, but nice to have a summary anyway. The Outrider lifts its allies by doling out health and protection recovery, speed up, tenacity up, turn meter, and dispelling debuffs. Outrider introduces the new Super Rosa supercomputer effect and the new data transmission granted ability, which together provides Rebel allies with powerful bonuses based on their role. Unlock the Outrider during the upcoming Galactic Chase event to add this ship to your fleet collection. News: Galactic Chase Outrider. For a limited time, Outrider Blueprints will be available as bonus rewards on Cantina nodes. During this event, Outrider Blueprints drop rate on each node has been scaled to Cantina energy. Cantina battles are rewarding bonus drops from the 8th to the 12th, okay? Additive drops, Home 1 and Admiral Akbar. We're running a special level dependent additive drop from the 17th to the 22nd that will either reward Home 1 blueprints if you're level 60 and above, or drop additional shards for Admiral Akbar if you are below level 60 and have not unlocked ships yet. So, all of this focus on Rebel ships. I think that Gerbil might have been right in the prediction that we could be getting a new Rebel capital ship, and we could be finally building toward the addition of Red 5, which would make a lot more sense if we're getting new Rebel ships that we're going to have to use to unlock Red 5. Red 5 would absolutely be a legendary event in my view. All right, here is the Executor change. Executor will now dispel breach immunity and chaff when the fleet has applied target lock 20 times prior to applying locked breach and target lock. So it will dispel breach immunity and chaff when the fleet has applied target lock 20 times prior to applying locked breach and target lock. There's a minor change to address that should have little to no impact on the balance of fleet matchups. Old functionality. Executor ignores target lock and breach immunities when applying the unresistible target lock and breach, even though the description for breach immunity and chaff explain that they should prevent these effects. New functionality. When allies inflict target lock 20 times, it will now first dispel breach immunity and chaff them first, then apply target lock and breach. Okay? Not only is this immediately clear how this works when you read the kits, but it also breaks down some of our core design rules around how preventing debuffs and buffs works. This interaction does not work the same way in other parts of the game and is important to correct from a consistency standpoint. Again, our goal is for no change in the overall balance for Executor's existing matchups. So here's the old text, and the new text is when I'll just read the new text. Whenever a bounty hunter ally deals damage with the basic ability, they inflict target lock on the enemy for 1 turn. The first time allies inflict target lock 20 times on enemies, dispel breach immunity and chaff from all enemies. Then each active enemies who are called in from reinforcements or summoned are inflicted with breach and target lock. These effects can't be dispelled, evaded, resisted until last until the end of the battle. So I could see how this probably won't make a huge difference. I am going to be the first to admit that I am not a ship guru or expert. And so if there is somebody in the comments who can fill me in on why maybe this is a big deal, let me know. But this doesn't feel overly that concerning or exciting. It just kind of feels neutral to me. Shard Shuffle. We're going to see Tie Echelon in packs. The 9th Sister Shards are now farmable. Already, we've got 9th Sister Shards farmable, light side 3D. They're replacing Luminara Shards. Oh my gosh. What are we going to do? Hunter has been added to the list of accelerated characters. Ooh, that's nice. This increases shard supply. We already know what that does. The 7th Sister is available in Chromium packs and shipments. And then we've got the Outrider here. You guys have already seen that kit. But let's go check out what they are changing with Jin Erso. This is a Territory Wars Omicron. So, old final text for her own. Let's see. Okay, well, actually, let's read from the beginning. Jin Erso's new Omicron tier added to their Fierce Determination unique ability lifts up the Rogue One squad to be a viable option in Territory Wars. Old final text, Jin is immune to stun and gains 10% potency each time she scores a critical hit. New final text, Rogue One allies are immune to buff immunity. Jin is immune to stun and gains 10% potency each time she critically hits an enemy. While in Territory Wars, Rogue One allies gain 30% max health and potency and 20 speed. Whenever a Rogue One ally's buff expires during an enemy's turn, Jin gains 10% turn meter. Ooh, she's going to go fast. If all allies are Rogue One at the start of the battle, whenever Jin critically hits an enemy, all allies recover 10% health and gain an additional bonus depending on their role. This sounds like something that's going to be a good beginning game Territory Wars, more early game Territory Wars Omicron. I'm not so convinced that this is that amazing, but it's going to give Jin a ton of speed. If you get a lot of crit chance on her, she's going to keep the team very healthy as well. So anyway, attacker, gain critical damage up and offense up for 2 turns. Tank, gain critical hit immunity and taunt for 2 turns. And support or healer, gain evasion up and speed up for 2 turns. In addition, the Zeta tier for her unique Fierce Determination is also receiving an update. Rogue One allies are immune to buff immunity and all modes in all modes with this upgrade. That's pretty nice. I don't know if that's going to necessarily make her viable, but all of the buffs that they are going to gain, especially with Chirrut flipping everything, and it's going to make it impossible for them to be buff immune. I think that's going to be pretty good. I'm not convinced that's going to be a late game Omicron, but maybe more the mid-game Territory Wars, you might see some pretty solid defensive use for that. So let's see here. We've got the Galactic Chase, some bugs here. Nothing too crazy that I'm seeing there. Known issues can be seen there. And we got some merch. So that is everything on the post, my friends. Let me know if it's more about the Executor that I'm missing here. I think that's more of a clarification. They're cleaning things up a bit. I think it seems to me like that's really not going to be a huge deal. But again, my ship expertise can be a little bit lacking. And so anybody who has any other insights on that, please let me know. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thank you so much for jumping in. And as always, my brothers, don't forget,